I'm Danielle Degatano, and to me, citizenship is all about stories and service. To empathize with others, in my opinion, we really need to tell our stories to them and to be able to understand their stories. Communication is key in becoming a good citizen. And in order to be a well rounded individual, I believe it's really, really important to tell other people your story. So, everybody has a story, no matter how big or how small. It can be your life story, the story of just how your mental state is, but it's always changing. And in order to become a more perfect citizen, I believe everyone should contribute to their community in whatever way they can. I personally prefer to do this via community service. And you might be wondering why I took the time to paint this on a pumpkin. And well, I'll teach you more about that in a second. On each part of the pumpkin, I did a different type of service that I enjoy. So, for instance, for the first section, I personally really enjoy gardening, and I'm really passionate about our environment. I believe if we all work together to create a cleaner, healthier environment, it would be good for the community as well as each other. I believe we could become better citizens by working together, growing our own food, and helping out Mother Nature. And that led me actually to my second pillar, which is respect for the dead. So I believe everyone has a story, and that could be in your life and after. And I believe everyone deserves to be remembered. So my friend and I, Kira, we went to a cemetery, Sunset Memorial in Chester, and one thing we noticed was that a lot of the graves were overgrown, dusty, not really in the best shape. And what we learned was that the groundskeepers could only do so much. And a lot of people just, things happen. Some people move away, some people also die, and they can't take care of their family members who are deceased. So we decided hey, just because these people are deceased doesn't mean their story has to be forgotten. So we partnered with Find a Grave, which is an online service website that allows people to have virtual memorials for their loved ones. And we made sure that these people could have their stories remembered by, volunteering at the cemetery, cleaning it up, taking photos of the headstones, leaving flowers, and just altogether trying to make sure everyone stayed together as a community and that people's stories and voices were heard. Another place I volunteered was with the food pantry at my school and with Feed More America, because a lot of people struggle with financial insecurity and don't know where their next meal is going to come from. So to me, it's important that as citizens, we take care of each other and that we communicate when we have needs and we try our best to make sure everyone's needs are met. So I donated to the food pantry, and we all tried our best to make sure that there was no student left behind. That if someone was struggling, they could come to us, tell us what the problem was, and we could try and fix it. Within our food pantry, we also had an organization called Safe Haven, where if it wasn't just financial poverty, but also, if people were struggling with abuse, we could also reach out and help them. And finally, my last segment, which is I volunteered as a member of National English Honor Society with children who were struggling to read, because I believe effective communication is one of the most important parts of citizenship. And I believe everyone has a story and everyone has a right to share that story with the world. Because giving children the ability to communicate their story is just as important as giving them a voice because it gives them a platform to tell others, hey, this is what I experienced. Baldwin says, we're all alone with ourselves. If we can find our voices and project that into the world, we don't have to be alone anymore. Because even if we ourselves can't deal with the psyche of our minds, someone else out there can probably relate to our struggle. And so, if we can share those stories and if we can all provide acts of service to our community, I believe we can become better citizens.